Now that Universal Orlando's Epic Universe is open to the public, I wanted to put my thoughts together on each of the 11 attractions that you're going to find at the park and rank them from worst to best based on my experience on them. Sadly, I was only able to experience Epic Universe for one day because honestly there's so much to see and do here that you just need more time. With that being said, my name is Theme Park Brandon and I'm really glad you're here. And starting off the list with number 11 is Yoshi's Adventure. And while this slow-paced moving ride was enjoyable, it's a great way to get off your feet for about 5 minutes. The ride itself doesn't do a whole lot. It was cute. We had some bigger guys with us, so I guess it kind of looked a little weird having some adult men ride this ride, but you had to ride it, you know. It was opening day, it was a 5-minute wait, but the kids would love it. It's a great attraction for the kids and families, and so I think it just complements all the other bigger attractions that you're going to find in the Super Nintendo themed portal. Number 10 is the Constellation Carousel. This ride was surprising. I really enjoyed this carousel attraction. Highly recommend doing it. It's unlike any other carousel that you've ever experienced, and just the building, the structure around it really just makes the ride even better. It brings me to number 9, Fyre Drill. This is an interesting ride. It's fun for sure. It's going to get you wet, which is what the park needs, a water ride, especially when the park has like 0 to no shade. But I feel like this is a cheap way out for a water ride. Epic Universe deserves a major rapids ride or a flog flume or a water coaster, some other form of water ride other than the mock splash battle attraction. The theming's great, kids love it, so it's a win in that book for me, but it's not really that memorable of an attraction. Now, number 8 is Dragons Racers Rally. These are great rides. These Gerstlauer Skyflies, I think they're called, they're a lot of fun. You're rocking on it, trying to get to flip over. It's a short cycle, but it's really cool for the views. And what's great about this ride that I really value is it can be a throw ride if you want it to be. But if you just sit there and don't really even bother moving your wings, your dragon wings, you're just going to kind of glide through the sky and you get a great view. You're not going to flip upside down or anything like that, which is great. So this is a really fantastic attraction. I really enjoyed it. I only got one ride on it. Again, I didn't flip on it, unfortunately. I was trying though. But I can see why this is going to be a pretty popular ride that you can find at Isle of Berk. That you can find inside of Isle of Berk. Now, number 7, I might catch some heat for this, and that's okay. I'm ready to bring it. So, number 7 is Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. I'll tell you, I enjoyed the queue line more than I did the ride. That queue line was phenomenal. The way you go, I think you're on the top floor first, and then you go down the giant stairs to the bottom. Like, that queue line was beautiful, absolutely spectacular. The ride itself, maybe we didn't really have a chance to see the pre-shows too much because it was a walk-on, but I kind of felt like out of sorts on the ride. Like, what do we do? And you put your headsets on with the screen in front of you, and that's where you basically what you see, the turtle shells and all the other stuff. But overall, it's like Men in Black, but I still prefer Men in Black. I enjoyed it. I only got one ride on it, but the theming alone in the queue line really was my favorite part of this ride. I feel like there's a lot of cool different technology out there that they could have done better to make a better version of a Mario Kart ride over what they did here. And the reviews out in California when this first opened up too, in Hollywood, people liked it, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. With that being said, guys, if you're enjoying this video, then please give it a like. Also, I hope you consider becoming my newest subscriber. So I want to thank you in advance. Now, back to the list for number 6, and that's going to be Donkey Kong Minecart Madness. I did not know what to think about this attraction. Honestly, going into it, I didn't think I'd like it too much because of the jankiness of it, the jerkiness of it, the horrible capacity. This was one of the highlights of my entire day for me. I would never say blown away, but I was pleasantly surprised that this ride did what it did. It was a lot of fun. It's short, yes, but for what it's worth, it does a great job of making you feel like you're out there with Donkey Kong riding this crazy mine coaster. It was a lot of fun, and I gotta say, the 2 drops on it, that was the biggest surprise for me. I did not expect that, and they're actually pretty powerful as well. So kudos to Universal and Donkey Kong Minecart Madness. I really enjoyed it, and I want more rides on it. Which brings me to number 5, Curse of the Werewolf. This mock spinning coaster, just like Minecart Madness, I didn't really think too much of it. I didn't really care for all the nets around it, and I wish it was more of the extreme spinner cars over the cars that Universal has for this. And the layout looked short. Watching all the videos and the aerial photos by BioReconstruct on X, I'm like, it looks fun. Obviously, this is a filler attraction, but maybe it's just the rides that I had on it. I really enjoyed it. Like, the first half doesn't really do much for me. You have the swing launch that goes through like the archway and the theming of the building and stuff. But then it's that second half that's really kind of zippy. And we rode in the back row every time. And so, at least the back of the train, maybe that was because, maybe that's why I liked it more, because it was more, you're being pulled through the quick turns. But that second half's really fun, because you have no idea really where you're going, which direction you're going to go, and your cars are spinning, of course. And we got like 2 or 3 rides on it, and I wish I was able to get a night ride on this, because I really feel like this would be really cool at night as you look out and seeing the Burning Blade Tavern light up on fire. Like, the visuals would be legit cool. Number 4, Hiccups Wing Gliders. This ride really surprised me. It's not as good as Hagrid, so please, before you visit Epic, don't think it's going to be better than Hagrid's. It's not. It's not supposed to be. This was a great family multi-launch coaster without the spinning that you're going to find at Epic Universe. And it's awesome. The onboard audio as you listen to Hiccup navigate his way through Isle of Berk really just adds a great touch. As a huge fan of the movies, as I am myself, this ride really hit home. The layout's really great, how it interacts on along the water. There's a tunnel, some really semi fast-paced elements, no airtime really, but I really like the mid-course, I guess, theming element of it, where I don't want to give away too much. But I did not really expect that to happen, and so I really value that a lot. But then the second half's really cool too. I think the first half, in my opinion, is a little bit more enjoyable due to the water aspect of it. But the second half is really fun too, because you're going at I think it's probably a little faster than the first half. As you navigate your way back to the station, it definitely has some pretty semi fast-paced elements. So highly recommend. Do not sleep on this coaster, because Hiccups is a ton of fun, and it's the best attraction that you're going to find at Isle of Berk. Now, if you're looking for some new coaster merch to wear in the park, then check out KeepRidingCoasters.com, where I design all my own merch, and I really do appreciate it, and I love seeing all my merch out in the parks. And also, I do have channel memberships, so if you want behind the scenes footage of how I do things, or members only Zoom calls with me and a bunch of other people, then definitely check it out. And now it's time to get into the top 3 attractions that you're going to find at Universal's Epic Universe. Where do I start? I mean, these 3 attractions are by far the best attractions that you're going to find, I mean, dark ride wise, in the world. It is that good. So, number 3 is Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry. Now, the reason why it's number 3 is because I did not get to ride it. Now, why I'm adding it onto this list is knowing what I like in a ride and what I've experienced in a ride. And I watched the POV of it, and I have friends who rode it, and they gave me a very thorough breakdown of it. I just feel like I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I never really got into it, so that right there is going to take away from it, obviously, for a little bit. But as far as everything else goes, the queue line's absolutely phenomenal. Everything about this ride's top notch. I mean, it is insane how much money Universal spent on this one attraction. Like, it's not even fair. So this will become, or already is, I should say, the best, if not a top 3 best dark ride ever built. And I really want to get back down to Epic Universe to ride this because it does look awesome. But when I compare what I know about Ministry and compare that with Monsters Unchained, I'm just a monster guy. Like, that ride screams everything that I love or would want in a dark ride. And that's why it's number 2, Monsters Unchained. This thing, we rode it 4 or 5 times. I couldn't get enough of it. I mean, every piece of the ride is just, the level of theming is just, it's mind-blowing. There's very little screens. There are some screens, but not many screens. But the animatronics and the actual sets of the ride and everything else with the screens really blends in beautifully. Universal did a phenomenal job on this ride. And it's a long ride too. And just like with Mario Kart and Ministry, the queue line is just absurd. It is absolute. Universal, like, is on a whole new level, guys. It's not even fair to even say. Monsters Unchained is a thrill ride, a dark ride. It's a ride that's going to make you want more and more and more. And that's why it was my favorite dark ride attraction at Epic. And I loved everything about it, from the storyline to the pre-shows to the ride vehicles, all the cool lighting effects, the fire. Like, oh my gosh, you gotta get out and ride it. That's all I can say. Which brings me to the number 1 attraction at Epic Universe for me, and that would be Stardust Racers. Now look, I'm a coaster guy. I like dark rides. I don't love dark rides other than Monsters. I love Monsters. But Stardust Racers, I knew going into it that I would enjoy this the most. I was more excited about this than I was any other attraction there. But the thing is, there's 2 sides. There's the yellow side, which is the yellow track, and then there's the green track side. Both are very similar layouts, but they do offer different elements. So therefore, it is considered 2 different coasters, which is great because the tracks do not connect in any way. Now, I rode yellow side front row, yellow side back row, and 4 or 5 rides on green side in the back row. It's close. Yellow is great, but green is better just by a tad. I really can't even pinpoint where I think green is better at. I think the Celestial Spin, green, I prefer green on that. I like some of the elements better on green. I feel like the airtime's a little bit more prominent on green, and I'm an airtime guy. Yellow, though, that second launch on yellow, you get like a second launch is weird because you start off launching, then all of a sudden it goes like Hyperforce launch. You feel it. Like, they're both solid. So yellow would be my least favorite of the sides, and then green side is my favorite. Is it better than Velocicoaster? I mean, there's so many. As I said to people that I was with, Stardust Racers is my favorite roller coaster experience based on the dueling. As far as the ride goes, it's close. The airtime's phenomenal. Trains are absolutely very comfortable and beautiful. All the elements. The only thing I wish Stardust did a little bit more of was like interact with the midway around it and maybe feature a few more inversions and a little bit more theming, of course. But Stardust Racers, do not sleep on that. So that is how I rank all the top attractions at Epic Universe from 11 all the way to number 1. And if you are planning a trip to Epic Universe, you definitely want to check out my Epic Universe Ultimate Guide video, where I share with you tons of tips and information about this wonderful park so you can have the best day possible once you watch that video. With that being said, what's your favorite attractions at Epic Universe? You know what to do. Let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.